Hey, this is Bowen, and I'm here to give you a few pieces of advice on playing Family Guy. First piece of advice is what to do about the upper left flipper. So as you know, Family Guy has an upper flipper, a little baby one. And then when the ball whips around that loop, you've got a couple options. And you just saw me do it a couple ways. One is to just flail away and hope it goes around that loop like you saw there. The second way is to just let it go. Don't pretend the flipper isn't there, and chances are pretty good that things will work out okay. So let me show that to you again. Basically, shoot the loop and just let it go. And hopefully, everything works out okay. Try that one more time.
Don't let that cut get on top of you.
It's actually kind of surprising how well that works. It works a lot better than you would expect it to. One more try. So there's your chance. There's a really good way of dealing with that loop. You have to be a little bit chill about it. You can add one piece to that, which is to shove the game a little bit up and to the right as it's coming around the loop. I'll show you what that is. Missed the shot, but I'll get that back around there. That's also a way of handling TV. Just let it bounce over, and the bounce over is a really good tactic on just about any game. So I'm going to try to shoot the spinner here, and as it goes around, I'm going to tap it up and to the right as it comes around the loop. That allows it to come off, and as you saw earlier, one of the balls was coming down and hitting the slingshot. But that little tap to the right allows it to come off. So I'll show that to you again. Tap it, grab it. And now I can try to make that shot repeatedly if I need to. So let's go into TV again. The third way of dealing with that upper flipper is to hold the flipper up. So instead of just letting it go, hold the flipper up and watch it bounce off. Boom, wall, bounce, nice and decent control. Again, off the wall on the right, and then it comes to a controlled play. One more try. Round, hold up the flipper off the wall, and then it generally comes pretty controlled down towards the flippers there. So again, that upper flipper on Family Guy, the flipper's partially designed to screw you over. The idea being that you shoot the ball off into that captive ball area or whatever the hell the Stewie is going on there, and you get in trouble. So don't do it. Either don't flip or bang the ball off the wall, and in either case you can get control much more easily than you would otherwise. On Family Guy, there is a TV Wizard mode, which is accounted by continuing to shoot the spinner and playing through all the modes. So this concept of going through the spinner and continuing to play the modes that way really comes in handy for big scores. But you want to be careful to play at least one or two of the modes out, because TV Wizard's value is based on the number of shots you make in the modes. So it's important not to just time out everything, because you'll end up with a TV Wizard mode that's worth jack. Let's move on to the second piece, which is how to play the Stewie Pinball. Stewie Pinball lights up when you shoot the captive ball enough times. Oh yeah, that's don't do that. That's illegal. All right, shut up. So let's show a little bit about how to play Stewie Pinball. First of all, shooting it into the TV and the Stewie by a backhand is easier and safer than shooting it forehand. Happens on a lot of games. In fact, every shot on this pinball is easier as a backhand than as a forehand. So the lowest shot, which is the hardest shot probably, is easier to make from the right flipper. This is clearly not a very good round, but there's a shot to lowest that, thank you for not registering. Here's another one.
Hit the impeller of a true. 5, 4, 3, 2.
But there's not very much to say about Stewie Pinball. Most Stewie Pinballs on location will not time out like that, like this one does. And basically the idea, if you play one on location, you get to keep that ball going on Stewie until you lose it. So the outside loops are the places to go there. If you continue to shoot the loops, shoot Brian and shoot Chris, you'll never lose the ball up there. And those shots, even though they're not worth very much, you just make as many as you can until, you know, until you're tired of it or until you win a free game. Okay, I'm going to try to get one of these stacks going. A stack is the idea of getting two very valuable features going at the same time. In this case, the two I'm going for are Ipecac, which is running now, and Lard Multiball. And I get Lard Multiball by shooting the captain ball enough times. Unfortunately, I just blew it by accidentally shooting the bumpers instead. So, you won't be seeing that stack. Normally at this point, if I was playing a regular game, I would stop and time this mode out. As it is, I'm out of time anyway. Another good stack is Crazy Chris, which is running now, along with Stewie Pinball. In fact, just about anything with Stewie Pinball is good. It's going to be difficult to complete Stewie Pinball here with how many shots are still required given the time, but it is possible, so let me see if I can do that. The key is to hit Lois early, because then you can spend the time to concentrate on the rest of them. So let's see, Meg. One more shot to Brian. Ah, darn it. So blew that up. Crazy Chris during any multi-ball would be nice and valuable because every shot in this case is worth, I think, 600,000 is my value. The value of Crazy Chris is 200,000 times the number of times you collect Evil Monkey. So Crazy Chris can be anywhere between 200,000 and a million, depending on how many times you successfully shoot Crazy Monkey, Evil Monkey, during the shots leading up to Chris. Again, this is around the Super Griffins, which is probably the least valuable of the rounds. It's a fun round. They're all fun rounds actually in this game, but if your goal is to make it to TV Wizard, you might consider stopping at some point and just, you know, just taking your cash and taking it home. If you don't get to TV Wizard, you get nothing.